if you're going into this movie wondering if this movie is going to be the best movie since Marvel's Endgame, yes. What's poppin' YouTube? Is Q back at it again. Another Q Reviews. We are here in the summer blockbuster season. It is time. Really, summer blockbuster season started in April. Super Mario Brothers, as y'all saw, I reviewed that. But today, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the epic conclusion to the Guardians franchise or series, whatever you want to call it, it's here. The farewell to James Gunn as he moves on to DC, and we're just going to talk about it today. This video will contain spoilers. So Guardians, where do we even start with the Guardians of the Galaxy? It's just good, y'all. It's really good. It's a really good movie. Let's talk about what I like. So the first thing I want to talk about with what I like, I really like conclusions. I really like stuff ending, and I love a good ending. And this movie made sure every character in the Guardians, a part of that team, had a good ending. And I appreciate that so much because you never have to wonder what happened to this character or how this character is doing and stuff. Like, you just know they did what they needed to do. They got to this point, and that's just it. That's the end. And I love that. I love that so much. Another thing that I really like about this movie was the direction that James Gunn went in. They went into this movie knowing that people were going to not only be wondering what the Guardians have been up to this entire time, but also how can we conclude the Guardians story? How do we end this story that we've been telling since phase 2? Within the first 10 minutes, you get your answer. You understand, oh, this is going to be the thing that ends the Guardians of the Galaxy, or this is going to be the thing that makes the Guardians of the Galaxy fall apart. And what they did within that is they threw the viewer for a loop, because at the end, that's not actually the reason they ended, but it ties into it. The Guardians do break up, they go their separate ways, and I love that. Another thing that I really enjoyed about this movie was the continuity of the movies tying all into each other. There's a lot of callbacks. It explains a lot of stuff that we've been wondering since the first movie as far as Rocket's past. I love that they truly embrace Groot's age throughout this entire trilogy. He didn't just go back to the Groot that we saw in the first Guardians of the Galaxy. I love the continuity in Drax's character, from going from like this super serious dude all the way to like he's just this silly guy now, but they brought back his actual strength. One thing that I always like about the Guardian movies that I feel like I have to say here is the color, is the vibrancy. I love the hues in this movie. It really gives the viewer the imagination, or it paints a picture of what being out of space or being in the galaxy would look like and feel like with these colors. They're very bright, they're very warm too, so it's not just like this just darkness. Because when you think about space and you like really look at images online and stuff like that, it just looks dark. But with this, they just bring in this bright aura around it, and I love it. I know I touched on the character development before, but I really have to just touch on it one more time because I love the conclusion for Rocket. I love that they told his story throughout this movie. It was a great timing to do it. It really brought a lot of finality to the Guardians through his story, and it gave him the well-deserved respect that he should have. If you're familiar with the comics or you're familiar with the animated TV shows and stuff, you know that Rocket is a lot more than just Bradley Cooper in a New York accent. He's that guy. He's Rocket Raccoon. In this movie, they make him the captain of the Guardians, and I appreciated that. I'm very interested to see what they do with this character going forward. Last but not least, I have to talk about Adam Warlock. I thought that Will Poulter was gonna bomb at it. I didn't see the vision when he was casted. It was one of those, like, I have to see it. I saw it. He did an amazing job. Did y'all know he was from the UK? Like he did an amazing job. The movie was phenomenal. The movie's great. I do have a few things that I thought about after the movie that I was just like, I don't know. The first thing that really kind of, or really I might need to go back and watch Infinity War and Endgame, because the Guardians came to Earth for Tony's funeral. And in the end of this movie, there's a big, reveal that Peter is leaving the Guardians. He wants to go back to Earth to visit his grandfather and get to know his grandfather. I do wonder why he didn't take that opportunity at the end of Endgame. Instead of leading this team of warriors and Thor, into intergalactic wars, why didn't he just do that then? He was already on Earth and they were in the region that his grandfather was in. So yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I already said 10 out of 10. It's that good. It's just that great. It is the best movie since Endgame. I think it's just a great movie. I think even if you wait till streaming, you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna really enjoy the movie. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Have you seen the movie? If you have, comment in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. If you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell to be notified on all new videos coming. Make sure to go in the description and click on all the socials. Make sure you're up to date with all the socials and follow us. And as always, it's Q from Q Reviews. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace.